And let's talk about the Heat and the Hawks. And as you mentioned, this game bouncing around pick'em. I'll say right now, Atlanta, if I'm going to call the line right now, Atlanta -1, total 219. There is some variance on that. In fact, I'm seeing Miami favored at a handful of books, pick'em at others. But the prevailing line as we talk, Hawks -1. And playing game history says we're supposed to look first at the 7-8 team that lost on the road, now playing at home, versus the 9-10 winner hitting the highway. The short history of the NBA play-in game, but in recent years, the team that lost on the road that now gets the home game tends to be bet on. And that's the first way I'm going to look. Of course, the Hawks also have an extra day to prepare. And they're coming off, as you mentioned, that wire-to-wire smackdown loss to the Magic. They were non-competitive in the first quarter. It never got any better. The Trey Young meltdown thrown out of the game. I get it. From a spot standpoint, the Hawks have extra time. They're coming off the type of loss that we like to back teams after. And I don't want Atlanta here. Miami's the far more balanced, mature team than the Hawks. They're the better defensive team, and it starts in the postseason with defense. The full season stats are going to show Miami number 11 in defense efficiency, Atlanta number 19. The eye test and current form says the disparity is a good notch or two bigger than that. And we're talking about Eric Spoelstra versus Quinn Snyder in a one-game elimination tournament. That's a coaching mismatch if there ever was one. Spoelstra with rings, Snyder has no rings for a reason. All right. And Miami's not the same team that they've been for the last few weeks. Why? They got Andrew Wiggins back in the lineup. Wiggins matters for that squad. When Terry Rozier is getting DNP coaches' decisions, that's a good thing for Miami, not a bad thing. All right. And of course, Davion Mitchell, obviously, it was someone that you liked yesterday, Andy, an elite defender. He's had a career revitalization since arriving from Toronto. He's someone we like, perhaps, to give Trey Young some problem. Now, Miami's weakness is offensive droughts. I mean, that's why they've blown so many fourth quarter leads this year. But Atlanta's defense doesn't force fourth quarter droughts. The two recent meetings, the Heat won 131-119 and 122-112. They're not having problems offensively against a defense of this caliber. And we talk about Atlanta's home court. Is it worth anything? Not that much. They lost 19 times at home this year. I think they lose again on Friday night.
I love it, Teddy. That Trey. So I used to officiate basketball, and I used to do these men's leagues, which were awful. It was grown men that come out and just, would yell and scream at each other and scream at the refs. I in all my years, I never had one of those guys do what Trey Young did the other night. It was, I've never seen that in an NBA game. Did that? Have you seen anything like that in a spotlight? A marquee guy that's supposed to be a franchise guy do anything like that? That was crazy.
I'll leave it at this. All right. I'd rather have my player give a shit than not give a shit. And Trey Young gives a shit. Was it a mature move? No. But does he care? Yes. And I'd rather have a guy that cares than a guy that's like, whatever. Atlanta cares. They're just not good enough.
Teddy, tell everyone what you have up for Wager Talking Notes. It's NBA playoffs. It's right in your wheelhouse. Surely one of your favorite times of the year, first round playoffs. What do you have up at the website?
Yeah, from April 15th on, the last three postseasons, 28-14, 24-18, 23-18 in the NBA. That's 76-50 combined, plus 71 units, 60% in the NBA playoffs, counting every single play for the last 3 years. I'm riding a 18-10, 64% NBA run over the last 4 weeks. Since 2022, I'm 402 and 313, better than 56% long term. Baseball's running good too, 15-7, 68% plus 23 units over the last 2.5 weeks. And really dating back to last June, I'm up more than close to 60 units, 70-51 with my last 121 in MLB. Just a single best bet available tonight. Obviously, there's no hoops for me. There's no hoops for anyone who's betting the NBA tonight. Just one best bet in MLB available right now on my page, wt.buzz/TC, but don't buy the play. This 7 for 77 all access is a really good deal. 7 days, every play, every day for $77 is $11 a day. You'll get all my playoff basketball this weekend and right through next Thursday. So that would be my recommendation if you want to get on board with a package from me. You'll get my MLB best bet tonight. That is backed by 6-0, 100% emerging angle. We like those early season emerging angles, Lang. And then there's one that certainly stood out to me for tonight because you can ride them. That's why we like them.